Now let's go to some of the stories that you sent in, beginning with this picture from Akwa Ibom State showing an eyewitness reporter holding his PVC. He says he is more than prepared to vote come Saturday the 23rd. Well, also on the election preparedness is this photo from Borno State showing another eyewitness reporter displaying his voter's card, and he wants the world to know that he's looking forward to participating in the elections. And the last image is one of many reasons why Nigerians are perhaps bent on casting their votes this Saturday. The image, which is coming from Shagamu Paplanto Expressway in Ogun State, shows the dilapidated state of the road. According to our eyewitness reporter, commuters find it difficult to ply the road, and he's asking the state government to fix it. Well, I thank you for sending in this report, and we look forward to telling your stories of happenings around you. Professor Humphrey Nwosu, the man who midwifed the election which threw up late MKO Abiola as the winner of the June 12 presidential election, has been speaking about the 2019 general elections. He believes that one of the challenges of the Independent National Electoral Commission is the avalanche of political parties listed on the ballot for Saturday's elections. He says the best arrangement for Nigeria remains the two-party system. He spoke with our political correspondent Shenwo Kibaloye in an exclusive interview in Enugu State.
I should not advocate for that 91 or 92. It doesn't make sense to me. They are effectively, I feel these two parties sponsor some of the parties, and some of them withdraw because lack of funds. Some of them don't have structure. Can they have structure in 36 states of the Federation? Can they have structure in 774 local government areas? Can they have structure in 6,927 wards? Would they be able to monitor election that takes place in 120,000 polling stations all over Nigeria? And that's why I thought we are not building on strong foundations we laid in the past. In order to remove money bags, in order to make sure that these parties serve the national interest, they were co-founders and co-owners. They had grassroots support. They were even funded by government. So, and driven by ideology, a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right.
Well, staying with the forthcoming elections, former head of state, retired General Yakubu Gowan, wants Nigerians to participate in the 2019 general election process with hopes that the country would experience stability afterwards. The elder statesman says it is the role of all citizens to affirm highest values with honorable and peaceful conduct. The former head of state made this known at a briefing today with newsmen at the Yakubu Gowan Center in Abuja.
We recommend that a comprehensive strategy for addressing the cankerworm of corruption should be formulated by taking deliberate and painstaking steps for eliminating the root causes of corruption while developing a more sophisticated and even-handed strategy for the investigation and prosecution of corrupt practices. We should up with further consultations with all stakeholders on a continuing basis to pursue wise, non-violent, and non-partisan interventions towards the nation of our dream. And God willing, we are determined to honor the call we started out with as a duty to our fatherland, so that the banner we will hand over to future generations should be stainless rather than colored crimson with the blood of the innocent.
And in Kano State, clashes among supporters of political bigwigs in the state does not seem to be abating, as supporters of Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso of the PDP and Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin Kofa of the APC engage in what seemed to be a supremacy fight today at Kofa village in Bebeji local government area of the state. Report says trouble began when supporters of the senator arrived Bebeji for a political rally and the other group allegedly attacked them. But another source claims the clashes broke between the two parties when supporters of Abdul Mumin Jibrin tried to stop the PDP from campaigning in the locality. Although no one was killed, but many were reported injured. When contacted, spokesman of the police command, DSP Abdullahi Haruna, told Channels Television that police is yet to receive any reports of the incident. However, our correspondent in Kano, Idris Jibrin, obtained this video of a burning house said to belong to Honorable Abdul Mumin Jibrin. We'll bring you more on that story as we get them. Well, the governorship candidate of one of the factions of the All Progressives Congress in River State, Mr. Tony Cole, still believes that the APC will participate in Saturday's elections and that the party will come out victorious. The APC supporters in Port Harcourt insist that INEC have no option but to resolve the impasse. Our correspondent, Pt.2, has more.
Despite of the crisis rocking the APC in River State, stakeholders of the party has assured its members that they will vote in the elections, as the Independent National Electoral Commission has only two options concerning amicably solving the crisis of the APC in the state.
The first is that our logo must be on the ballot. Failing that, they are left with only one other option. That will be to postpone the elections for the National Assembly and to hold it on a later date. If either option is not exercised, the appropriate legal options will be activated.
Earlier in the week, an approval was given to the military concerning how to handle the issue of ballot box snatching during the elections, and the chieftain of the APC has called on the military to ensure that the voters in the state are protected.
We will go a step further to plead with the government of Nigeria not to treat River State as a pariah state. That we plead that elections in River State should be heavily militarized so that people can come out freely without fear or favor and cast their votes.
The party also called for the immediate transfer of the resident electoral commissioner of River State.
Reports reaching us indicate that card-carrying members of the PDP have been recruited as SPOs, coalition officials at the ward and local government levels. This is totally unacceptable to us as a party. Accordingly, we call on the national headquarters of INEC to take immediate steps to post the REC out of River State at once, in the interest of peace.
At the end of the briefing, the APC leadership in River State has assured its supporters that regardless of what INEC decides regarding including the APC on the ballot for the election on Saturday, they will continue to protect the rights of its supporters. From Port Harcourt, Pt.2, Channels Television News.
In the meantime, the River State Governor Nyesom Wike has condemned the call by the All Progressives Congress to have the military flood the state during the elections. Speaking today from Port Harcourt, the governor says he does not understand why the APC is asking the federal government to send the military to River State when the party is not participating in the governorship and other elections except the presidential.
What is anybody going to kill themselves in River State? We're only having a presidential election. APC, with their crisis, internal crisis, they are not participating in the election by feeding candidates in the National Assembly, the governorship, and the state houses of assembly. So the only election they can say they are protecting will be presidential election. So why do you want to kill your own people? Because you are protecting or you are trying to participate in the presidential election. So we want, like the president has said, to it. Let the security agencies protect the voters, protect INEC and Hochstadt. We have intelligence we have intercepted, and which is correct, that they have hired hoodlums which would wear military uniforms and wear police uniforms in front of SARS. Remember what happened here? 18th of August, 2018, when there was supposed to be a by-election for Faga State Constituency 3. I never knew that we had 3 resident electoral commissioners here. One is the one from River State, that is superintends River State. One that superintends Akwa Ibom, and the other one from Bayelsa. But they couldn't believe what they saw, that the police people were the one aiding the militants, the hoodlums, the thugs, to cut away electoral materials. And that's what they're trying to do now.